I always find it interesting how you come across an old photo of the family and you think back to the stories you heard about it. This was a picture taken of my dad and his brother Bob and my grandmother when they first moved to Canyon City at the end of the Great War in the summer of 1945. They lived for a time in the basement of what I was told was the old St. Thomas More Hospital. I had always known I was born in the building just to the south at the corner of Macon and 5th. I wandered into the museum this week trying to find out if the story was true, and sure enough, it was. Mother Jerome of the Benedictine Sisters of Yankton, South Dakota, purchased the old building at Greenwood and 5th in 1938. They wanted to establish their own hospital here. The Colorado Hospital just a block away had long met the needs of Canyon City, but the Sisters of South Dakota felt there was a greater need. The building they purchased was originally an apartment building. Several local doctors had purchased it and converted it into the Fremont County Doctors Hospital. When the Benedictine Sisters purchased it, they already had big plans. Less than 6 months later, the sisters acquired the old Canyon City YMCA, located next door at 5th and Macon, and started the work to convert it into a brand new state-of-the-art 70-bed hospital. The sisters named the hospital after the Lord High Chancellor of England in 1526, St. Thomas More. When More refused to allow his boss, King Henry VIII, to divorce his wife, Catherine of Aragon, it led to his early demise. Thomas More was tried for treason and was beheaded, but that's another story. By the time I was born, 436 years after St. Thomas More's death, the hospital had already added a large addition to the south with a surgery department, laboratories, and an x-ray room. It, of course, included the new children's department with a nursery and delivery room. In Florence, an old poultry farm would be converted to St. Joseph's Hospital in 1945 and would serve the folks in that area for a couple of decades, and the Colorado Hospital would continue, at least for a while. The Benedictine Sisters of South Dakota were so good at running hospitals that by the time I was born, plans were already in the works for a brand new St. Thomas More Hospital across town, in a hayfield on Fay Avenue. The Colorado Hospital would close as construction began across town. My sister Priscilla would be one of the last born at the old hospital at 5th and Macon, and it would be converted into a retirement and convalescent care home. My grandfather, Thomas Jenkins, would pass away at the age of 85 in the same building that I was born in 6 years earlier. A new progressive care center was added to the new hospital on Fay, and that's where both of my grandmothers, Georgiana Young Jenkins and Elaine Pinkerton, would spend their last days. My mom, Yvonne Jenkins, also lived there when she passed in 2023. The Benedictine Sisters had done a great job of establishing a regional hospital in Canyon City, but their aging ranks would lead to its eventual sale. Centura Health would run the hospital through the 90s and the first 2 decades of this century. It has been under the control of Common Spirit Health since August of 23. A walk along North 5th today, you can still see part of the old wall of the original Fremont County Hospital, the first St. Thomas More, and just a few steps to the south you can still see signs of the old YMCA building that became the hospital's second home. Hospitals are kind of like old pictures. They hold a lot of memories, some happy and some sad, but they tie us to a place greater than most things. Now I'm getting a little philosophical about it, but at least I'll keep my head over it. That's another edition of Throwback Thursday. Thanks to the Royal Gorge Regional Museum and History Center for helping us keep those memories alive. I'm Chris Jenkins.